I'm Kendall and I'm back with another remodeling and renovation tip. Today I am inside of a laundry room, which is approximately 5.5 feet by 5.5 feet, inside of a property that is getting ready to go to market. This is one of the areas in our home that typically gets a lot of traffic, and if you're in a home that does not have tile in this area and you've been using some type of resilient flooring such as vinyl or laminate, over time frequently those floors take a beating, and it's always nice to be able to freshen that area up prior to putting it on the market. So that's exactly what I'm here to do today, and kind of give you a few tips on how to accomplish this the easiest way possible. I'm gonna step out of the way for a second and just kind of give you a quick spin around of what's going on in this space. Bear with me, it's kind of tight. Okay, so if you see here, we've got carpet outside of the laundry room here, and just kind of pan up. This is actually the underlayment, which the vinyl floor would go on top of. There was a layer here previously, but we removed it and cleaned everything up and got it prepped up to install a new piece of vinyl. We want to try to do this as easily without disturbing as many materials as possible to keep costs down. Relatively small space, approximately 5.5 feet by 5.5 feet. On this back wall we have the vent that takes our exhaust out. We've got our overflow drain for our pan. We've got a gas connection here, and we've got the connection for the dryer, connection for the washing machine, hot and cold water hookups, and then a shelving unit here. Sorry about the lighting here, guys. In any case, just wanted to give you a quick spin so that when we start actually putting the floors back, you can kind of see what we're working with. And of course, the space in here is going to be a challenge because it's tight, as I said before. So let's get into it. Okay, guys, we're about to get started, but before I do, I wanted to just give you a quick run through of all the tools that I have to complete this job. I'm going to go through this rather quickly, and once I do go through all the tools necessary for the job, I'm going to just go ahead and run through it for the sake of time, because it is very hot in the area that I'm working. Without further ado, let's take a look at what I've got. Behind me here, furthest, I have a roll of vinyl flooring that I'll be cutting down to the size that I actually need for the space. I have a level that I'm going to be using as a straight edge. I've got a pair of heavy-duty tin snips, probably overkill for this job. I've also got a pair of pretty good scissors. I've got a 5-in-1 tool. I've got a razor knife. I've got tape measure, trowel for spreading my glue on the underlayment before I put the vinyl down, and then I've got my glue. Those are all the materials that I need to complete this job. We're gonna just jump right into it. The first thing that I'm gonna do is write down the dimensions of the space that I'm going to be installing the new laminate in, so that I don't forget. This is very important because you really only get one opportunity to get this right, or you're gonna find yourself having to buy another piece of vinyl and starting over again. Because my straight edge was not long enough to span the full width of the vinyl, I had to use my straight edge and my tape measure to mark off several points along the back side of the vinyl, and then connect the dots using the straight edge, which is the level, in order to ensure that I had a straight line prior to taking out my scissors and making the final cut. Still at it, guys. I want to give you a quick update. I've sweated my shirt out all the way, but I've got the floor in dry fitted at least. Kind of trim my edges down and kind of prep everything. I gotta pull everything up, put my glue down, and then put everything back down to ensure a tight fit on the floor. So I'll get out of the way and kind of zoom in and show you what this thing looks like. Then I'm gonna lay my glue down and go ahead and work it on out. So it looks pretty good already. I got it trimmed down pretty good. You can kind of see right here at this area, the doorway, that I haven't trimmed it because it's actually got to go underneath the transition piece to carpet there. Let me keep working, and I'll give you guys an update here in 1 second. Back in this tight little space. Got my trowel. Got my glue. This particular glue allows you 20 minutes of work time once you put it down. So I'm going to trowel it down pretty thin, and I'm actually going to work from this side of the room back. And the main reason for that is my threshold's on this side, so it's going to take me a little bit more time to trim along this edge here to make sure this is neat. And I also want to just work back this way so I can have it tight against the wall and kind of work out all my bubbles and imperfections as I come this way. So I've got more things to work around, so just this drain here on the floor as well as the door here. So let me go ahead and get started. The glue is really soft. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys, because we're just trying to hold it in place. In this particular application, we've got 4 walls. So there's not make sure you've got a window open when you're working with this type of material, because it does give off some odor. As I said, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. Trowel there. This is a decent stopping point, guys, because I don't want to completely cover the floor with glue until I've at least got part of my new flooring down and I've kind of worked it into place, and I can actually stand on this side once it's in place and then continue to glue back towards this wall and work everything out from there. So let me hop over here and get the special precious flooring here. Pay close attention that you've got it. You've got your sheet turned the right way that you want to install it, because you don't want to put this in the glue and for some reason have to take it back up. That would be terrible. As you can see, I'm kind of sliding mine into place. Gotta get it under my drain here. Okay. Still working it in. Work it. Work it, work it. Okay. Now we will pick up over here with the glue where we left off. So I will fold this back. You can see here where my glue line stops. In case you guys are wondering, this is actually felt back vinyl. It's one of the numerous types Make sure that when you're shopping for your vinyl and your glue, that you get the glue that's specifically designed to work with the vinyl that you're buying. Okay guys, real quick, probably the most important place to make sure that you've got the glue down is right along this threshold where it meets the other floor. So if we look here, you can see that I've run my glue right up to the edge here, and then I'm going to trowel it on out to make it look nice and pretty. All right guys, we have reached the point where I'm basically done with the install of the vinyl. Jeez, look at that shirt. Soaking wet, man. All right, well, I'm gonna take the camera off the stand now and just give you guys a quick once around of what it looks like. Clean work, baby, clean work. That's what we want to see. There's another one, guys. See you on the next one. Woo! So, peace.